Scaling your law firm doesn't have to be difficult. It's all about mastering a few key strategies, systems, and mindsets. Welcome to the Scalable Law Podcast, where we talk about how you can increase profit in your pocket and time in your calendar. My name is Carolee Fontanelli, and I have successfully scaled my firm so that it doesn't solely rely on me. Now I love teaching other law firm owners how to do the same. Let's transform your business starting now. Welcome to another episode of the Scalable Law Podcast. I am your host, Carolee Fontanelli, and we are at the end of 2022. Can you believe it? I'm sitting here in December, a week before Christmas right now, but when you're tuning into this, it's probably the new year. So happy new year, everybody. And I hope that you are planning on having your best year yet in 2023 as a law firm owner. I think it's really important to remember the reason that you started your firm in the first place. You wanted to create more freedom for yourself, more flexibility. You wanted to probably create more profit for yourself as well. And you knew that it was going to be hard having a law firm and growing a team, but you didn't probably foresee some of the frustrations that you do have now. I most certainly know that this is true for me. And you sort of also think that when you get to the next level, things will be better. But then when you get to the next level of your firm, there's new problems and new challenges that you have to overcome. And it's a forever evolving journey, I guess you could say. So, where you are now compared to where you're going to be in 5 years is totally different. As long as you keep sort of moving forward and learning new things, which is why you're tuning in here, that is the main thing. And that's what's going to actually get you to propel ahead. So today I'm going to be talking more about marketing because I'm on a marketing bandwagon for 2023. Everything that I've been talking about over the last few weeks is really relevant to running a successful law firm. Now, I don't know where you're at. You might be doing everything yourself still and wearing all of the hats. And if that is the case, you are probably going to be thinking, oh my goodness, what do I do with this marketing? Like, where do I stick my budget? And that's going to make the biggest impact. Because if you can get more clients through the door and more revenue through the door, what that means is that you can start hiring a team, or you can have more of a team, or you can have more senior people in your team, which is going to free your time up. And remember, you started because you wanted to have more freedom and you wanted to have more profit. But sometimes we have to go through this phase of having less freedom and less profit and working harder than ever. But the way to get out of that is to get more clients through the door and start hiring. And then from there, once you've got more clients through the door and you've started hiring a team, and you can do so with predictability so that you're not freaking out about wages and money and all of that kind of stuff. When we can get our marketing happening with predictability and we can get X amount of clients through the door every single month, then we have that security of being able to make those really good hires, which means that then you can free your time up more. You can do less client work, you can work on the business more, you can put systems in place so that your team is running your files exactly the way that you need and want them to be run. Your team is serving your clients exactly the way that you want your clients served. So I encourage you to really, knuckle down on your marketing, because the marketing and getting clients through the door is what is going to take your business to the next level. Without that cash flow, it's impossible to then hire the right people and really get yourself elevated out of the business and working on the business rather than in it, which is the goal, right? Because if you can work on the business rather than in it, 1, you have more freedom, 2, you have more profit, and 3, you then can keep creating your firm to be whatever you want it to be. Now, you might want it to be just a small firm and have a small team, or you might want to keep growing. Now, every single year that I do my marketing plan, I never ever think, I just want to, stick with what we did last year and, I'm happy with that. I always want growth and I always want to be at the next level. I'm never satisfied staying put, because I just believe that we can do better and better. And I must say, for me in my law firm, this last 12 months, I've had some really big challenges. It's been a difficult year from time to time. This second half of the year has been much better for me, but I did have some challenges earlier in the year. If you listen to my podcast or if you're part of the Scalable Law Business Lounge group, you will know what those challenges are, because I share everything in that group. But, coming into the new year, it's a fresh start. It's amazing because you get the ability to be able to create something new for yourself again. You get to renew, and that's why I love having this fresh start to the year. And even though I've had a lot of challenges this year, one thing my firm has provided me, which has been amazing, is a lot of freedom. I've been away a lot. I'm going away again next week to Tanzania for 2-3 weeks. I don't have to worry about anything because I have got a great team. I have got great systems in place, so the team knows exactly how to run the business without me being there. And I'm really not required in the business at all, because I don't, clients aren't relying on me at all. The team isn't really relying on me either, except to make sure that there's enough work for them and to give them direction around what is expected, which is all documented. So it's not that I'm having to do that. Now, I've been yabbering on and I haven't even got into the podcast yet. So what I want to talk to you today about is a couple of things that you can do in order to get your marketing plan up and running. Now, a lot of law firm owners just don't know where to start with their marketing plan. And so what then ends up happening is you have different people coming to you, an agency, you have, it might be an SEO agency or a digital agency or ads people. You have people coming to you, and then you add ad hoc, you think that they can solve all your problems and get more work through the door. It's only one piece of the puzzle, those agencies, because your marketing plan needs to be holistic, and there's not really an agency that helps you out holistically. This is something that I've found. They do funnel things. So they do, digital marketing, SEO and ads, for example, or they do, content creation. There's no one that looks at it wholly. That's your job. You have to look at it as a whole. Now, in my view, having run a firm for a long time and having run a successful firm and grown it from nothing, we need to be looking at 3 types of marketing. We need marketing for your organic marketing, so that's your content creation, organic, SEO, social media, all of that sort of stuff. So you need your organic. You need paid ads. So that's, in my world, is the Google ads. That's what I use. It might also be Facebook ads. You might do banner ads. I haven't had success in terms of getting clients through that. It might be a good branding exercise though. You might run radio ads. Again, great branding exercise. But you need to have paid ads. And then you need to have referral marketing. Every law firm needs referral marketing, and the referrals that we get are always better quality than any other type of marketing. But you can't rely on one solely. You need to spread yourself across all 3. So organic, paid, and referral marketing. And agencies don't actually help you with those 3 things. They help you with a little minute area of one of them. So what we've done in the Scalable Business Lounge is we've created a marketing plan that's holistic, looking at all of those activities that you're going to be doing. Now, you can sit down and you can try and nut this out yourself as well. And I'm going to give you a couple of tips here on how to do that. So the first thing is let's look at your referral marketing. So referral marketing is your word of mouth. Now, it's when people say that they get clients word of mouth, they might get the odd client through word of mouth, but it's never going to be enough to keep your business growing. It's not enough. You need to be much more intentional around your referral marketing. Now, the way that I've done this for years is by, at the beginning of the year in my marketing strategy, I create a target list. If my referral network expands by even 10 people in 2023 that are referring work to our firm, it is going to be, I'm going to have a much richer database of people that are sending us work, which is awesome. And referral marketing takes time and effort. And as the business owner, it's got to come from you, because the problem is if we allow our team members to have too much input on the relationships, when they leave, the relationships go with them. So we really want these relationships to be ours as the business owner, and we really need to be really intentional around creating these referrals. So think about a couple of people in your referral network now that send you work. Who are these people? Are they other lawyers, accountants, financial planners? Who are they? They could be a number of different people depending on what area of law you practice. If you're in property, real estate agents, for example, property developers, whoever it is, who is sending you work currently? Now, whatever category those people fit into, that's the sort of person you want to create more relationships with over the next 12 months. So how about you actually collate a target list? Now, this target list, let's call it 24 people. Find 24 people over the next 12 months that you want to create a relationship with. Now, you're not going to have a solid relationship with every single one of these 24 people by the end of 2023. But if you make an effort to create a relationship with 24 people, you are going to come out with some really solid referral relationships out of that over the next 12 months. So collate that list. And you might not know these people yet. They might be on your peripheral. You might need to get an introduction, or you might invite them to a lunch or something like that. But if you've collated a target list and be really intentional about, I'm going to get to know these people over the next 12 months. I'm going to wine and dine. I'm going to tell them about my business. I'm going to invite them to a charity event or whatever it might be, or invite them to your office for coffee. You will get to know them. And by the end of 2023, you're definitely going to have increased how many referrals you are getting through the door. So definitely, I would be putting together, and this is what I do every single year, a target list of who I want to create relationships with over the next 12 months. So to follow that up with your referral network and your referral marketing, the next thing to do would be to collate a list of events in your local area throughout the year. So think about what local opportunities there are in your local area. So for example, we have the TSS breakfast, which is just a school that puts on a breakfast about 8 times a year. It's very like a professional services breakfast. A lot of people go to it, between 300 and 1,000 people, depending on what event it is. So think about that, or there might be, some golf day or women's networking. We have another one called Future Females or Business Chicks, whatever. Pick something, collate a list of all of these, and pick what you're going to get involved with this year. And what I have found that has worked really, really well is to invite people to tables. So buy a breakfast event table or a lunch event table and invite a whole table of people to those breakfasts. And these people are the ones that are on my target list. So you're never short of inviting someone to a breakfast or a coffee or whatever. But when you buy a table at these events, whether it's a breakfast or a charity or a ball or whatever it might be, the benefit is that you have an excuse to invite people, potential referrers, and build those relationships in a really powerful way, which creates a bond and therefore creates referrals down the track. So number one, collate a list of targets of people that you want to get to know over the next 12 months. And number two, collate a list of events throughout the year so that you know when things are happening, and then commit to something that you're going to be buying a table for. The next one is to collate a list of a few venues around your local area, such as a restaurant, for example, where you can host a couple of lunches. So I find hosting, if our firm is hosting a lunch, it's really great to host between 10 and 20 people. It's awesome because imagine collating your list of 20 people or 24 people and inviting them all to one lunch. How awesome is that? And doing that a couple of times a year. So find a table or two where you can have a private dining area, get the pricing ready, and then, lock it in to do one of these lunches a couple of times during the year. In the past, not last year, I think the year before, my firm hired a really nice boat. We did it as a package. I think it cost like $20,000 for the year. And we then got to take people out on the boat a few times during the year, which was awesome. Everyone loved an invite to a boat, right? No one said no because I made it fun. So if there's something like that you can do as well, people aren't going to say no or turn you down for something like that. So that's just an idea as well. Obviously I didn't start there. I started doing coffees, and then I started doing tables at events, and then I started hosting my own table at a restaurant, and then one year we did the boat. So, work your way up to however it is that you want to entertain and make those contacts that way. Last one is make social media friends. When you're relaxing at home or you're tapping, if you're going to scroll social media, make it useful and scroll social media to make some friends on social media, people that can refer you work in your local area. If there's other lawyers in your local area, follow them, comment on their stuff, make that effort. And that's a great way of tapping into real people who can actually refer you work. If you feel shy and you don't want to just pick up the phone or invite them to something from that target list, then you can start by commenting on social media so that the person becomes familiar with you, and then you can get into it and make that connection with people in a much easier way. So there are a whole lot of ideas for you about how to get started with being really intentional around your referral marketing. Next up, I'm going to give you some more tips on how to collate a lot more information for yourself to help you with your marketing strategy for 2023. So this one was really just about how to really maximize and launch into 2023 for your intentional referral marketing and getting those relationships really, solid and locked in. So who are your 24 people that you want to get to know over the next 12 months? What do you want to do with these 24 people? Is it coffees? Is it lunches? Is it events? Is it a mixture of all of that? And, if you want to make the soft introductions, hop on social media and get commenting on people's posts so that they become familiar with you, and then really get in there and create those solid referral relationships that can bring you not only a lot of great clients, but they can also bring you a lot of fun and joy. And, let's have some fun while we're owning a law firm. Let's not just be at our desk tapping away, getting all stale. So let's get out there, have some fun, make some new friends, get some referrals happening in 2023. If you are wanting to join me in the Scalable Business Lounge, I would absolutely love to have you in there. We have got a whole bunch of incredible law firm owners. They are all doing really, really well because they are putting in this effort, turning up, and they are creating a firm of their dreams. And that's what I'm helping them to do. So if you would like to be part of that, you can head over to scalablelaw.com, or you can always text me on social media. I'm at Carolee Fontanelli on social media, or you can probably find my email address as well. It is Carolee, Carolee, at scalablelaw.com. I'm right here at the end of an email and happy to hear from you. All right, have an awesome week. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to the Scalable Law Podcast, brought to you by the Scalable Business Lounge. If you would love to know how you can get more clients without relying on referrals, head over to scalablelaw.com to watch my free masterclass. Until next time, you have got this.